Yeah, I mean, do you think though, because when you think about the state of music today, and you think about, mentioned about the lyrics, and I remember that's one of the things that a lot of old school R&B artists, when I say old school, like 90s and stuff, are saying it. When we came out, that's them. We were singing. The core message was about love. It was sung in a different way, whether it's Donald Jones, Maxwell, Joe, R. Kelly. The core was about love, and you had men being vulnerable, singing about love and relationship. It seems when gangster rap came in, it's almost as if now, man, we have to degrade our women, and then modern day R&B men are almost taking that same, they're doing the same thing, and even the women are not speaking about love and relationships. They're just almost putting themselves in, they might have been singing a hook for Snoop Dogg's Gin and Juice, for all you care, because that seems to be how the music in R&B music seems to have been. The storytellers about trying to elevate has seems to have disappeared. How do you see it from a person who that's your industry, and you were part of it, and you're seeing what the next generation are doing?
Well, the next generation is so lost. When I say lost, it's because the change came in the households. It started in the households where you didn't have mothers and fathers in households anymore. And they are singing about the love that they know. Okay? Because a lot of these young rappers and stuff like that, they had a single mom. They got 3 or 4 brothers and sisters. They all got different dads. Okay? At 6 and 7 years old, they were told to go get lost while the mom brings another boyfriend in the house. You know what I mean? So they are singing about love the way they know. Girls, the same thing. Girls nowadays, some of these young, beautiful women, their mothers are jealous, single moms again, are jealous of their daughters because they're bringing young guys to the house, and the young guys are looking at their daughters more than they're looking at them. So these young girls, instead of honoring each other, see their mother as a bitch, right? The one that you love the most is putting you out of the house, telling you you're fast, you're trying to be a hoe, when it really is the young guys they bring into the house are more interested in their daughters than they are the moms, but they're blaming the daughters. You know what I mean? It's just like you talk to them and you get those stories. It's like, my mama told me I got to get the hell out of here, so I had to go live. You see what I'm saying? Because the girls are young, pretty, developed early, but the mama gonna bring these guys 3, 4, 5 years younger than them to the house, and the guy going there like, hey, your daughter 2 years. I should be at the daughter, not the mama. You see what I'm saying? But the mothers are taking it out on the kids. So they are talking about relationships and love the way that they know it. But I'm not going to, and it's a challenge. You start thinking, well, man, maybe I better say it a little like this so they can get it. And I'm like, no. The spirit tells me no. You know why? Because they are going to grow up one day, eventually. And they will finally one day maybe experience love, or they'll hear you talk about it from a different way, because it's not the 60s and 70s. They're hearing you do it in the 20s. And they go, well, I never heard a guy say it like, I've never seen a guy be nice to me like that, or, compliment me like that, or he talking about make love to my mind, not my body. Nobody's talking to him like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's a reason, if you're around them long enough, it's a reason when they get late 30s and stuff, you start listening to them. They went from, shoot them up, boot them up, boot them up. Now you hear in the car is, think of it, let go. Looks like a turn out the light. You go, wait a minute, ain't that the same girl just 4 years ago? You see what I'm saying? They eventually, if they live long enough, they eventually start kind of growing up. And they want to hear the Marios, baby, I just don't get it. Or the Joes. Or Jaheim, one of my favorites. You know what I mean? They start hearing, if I had, and start hearing these songs like, I shoulda, I coulda, I woulda. If I get another chance, I love you again.
Yeah.
I'm not changing what I talk about. That's another reason I never came back too soon. It's because it wouldn't have been accepted. It was a time, man. I'll put it this way: the industry went dark. And honestly, it's dark now.
Yeah.
It's just being kind of, if you watched any of these award shows lately, it's almost like I don't know if I'm watching a demonic exorcist movie or I'm watching an American Music Award, because I'm like, why are people dressed like devils?
Yeah.
Why is there fire and people with sharp teeth? You know what I mean? It's just like, what does that got to do with the song?
Yeah.
So I said, I'll never forget, a long time ago, I remember somebody asked, they said, this one person, they were mad at him. They said, well, he's supposed to be Christian and he all off at the bar. I said, yeah, but he wasn't. They said, but yeah, he don't drink though. They play good music. It's a live band they play over there. Well, he shouldn't be the why. He don't drink. He ain't getting drunk. He ain't, yeah. And the preacher said, that's what we're talking about.
Mm.
The Pharisees got mad at Christ because Christ was hanging out with what they call undesirables, right? And Christ is like, why would I hang out with y'all? You guys think you know it all already. Y'all already supposed to be saved. I'm trying to save the lost. So in other words, he's like, God needs to be everywhere. Okay? If you don't drink and you don't smoke, but you like live music, good old fashioned love, singing my baby mama, ain't nothing wrong with that. See, we've been programmed to think that if you are not totally evil, you got to be good or evil. There is no, no thing there. So I said, I'm just going to keep singing about real love, real relationships, real life, real things. I'm not going to conform. That's why I didn't do those hooks years ago when I could have probably made 5 or 10 grand a pop.
Wow.
And then went on the road singing. But I said, there's no comeback from that. And if you don't believe me, ask Montel Jordan. Montel Jordan, love that guy. Saved, praise and worship at that massive church.
Mm.
He's out doing shows now. Did a couple shows with him when we were out performing. And I don't know if you've seen his Unsung, but remember how big he was, Montel Jordan. Remember the songs he had?
Yeah.
And he said, man, it almost cost him his marriage, but his wife stuck around with him. He said because he was out doing, the songs, and you listen to all the songs. And one of my favorites was on the dance floor. I can't think of the hook.
Yeah.
But it's basically talking about cheating and all that kind of stuff like that. He said after that, and he got it right with his wife, and he, said, hey, okay, I'm just gonna put out, beautiful love music and stuff, still nice beats and everything. When he did that, the label dropped him.
Wow.
Because the label's like, we ain't trying to push that, man. Your fan base is over here with you cheating and, sleeping with every girl you get. Every girl you get, you get a chance. You see what I'm saying? There was no comeback from that. So that's why I said, if I never go there, it's enough working against you already, but I don't need to have a 3 million fan base who's used to Samuelle talking about how, I'm going to pin your head up against the headboard and, spread you, all this kind of stuff, and then go, nah, I think I'm going to go over here. See, I've been the same the whole time. I'm singing about either dancing at the club or whatever, but never so far gone to where you go, now listen to him. He didn't went all the way this way. No, I've always been, so I just said, you have to sacrifice somewhere. But see, now when I write and sing, if you listen to the song, Here I Am, I don't know if you listened to it. I think I sent you the YouTube. If you go to YouTube, you pull it up, Here I Am by Samuelle.
Yeah, and they actually, you just sent me the
Oh, okay. I thought I sent the thing with the link.
The picture.
The link?
It was the picture.
Okay.
No,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was just a picture. Yes.
Yeah, if you go to YouTube and say "Here I Am," Samuelle, it's getting some real great feedback because it's like it's kind of presented toward it's like a Latina, it's like a Latin type, beautiful R&B ballad, and it's getting some great feedback. And I said, good, because it's like that's really what women want to. They really want to hear you talk about this. Like I said, eventually they grow up, man. Little girls don't stay little girls forever. They grow up, and when they grow up, sometimes, like nowadays, since they can find music anywhere forever, it ain't like the old days. Once it's out the record store, it's done. Remember back in the days, if it was once it left the record store, it was done.
Yeah.
Steve knew that back then. That's why Steve said, I'm getting my CD now. Thank you. And he still got them.
He probably has 1,000 CDs behind him.
How many of us, even the people who, like myself, who don't even have that CD he has, the one I have of Black Paradise, I got it somewhere, but I couldn't just go grab it. And I love that. I love the cover, the whole thing. That's why I said when he said it like that, I was about to say, Steve, what's your address? Steve goes, somebody came in here and the only CD they stole was Black Paradise.
No,
it's just like they can find your music forever now, basically. You know what I mean? So you just do music, man. I tell people all the time, just keep creating quality music. Okay. You got to do the social media thing. I'm getting kind of new to the social media where I know about it, but I'm not a person who talks about himself all the time. I'd rather go and set up a performance somewhere and go perform and then talk to you in between music or something. But I'm not the guy to go, hi, this is me. So, yeah, that's not really me, but I know now people want to know who you are. Like you guys said, I didn't even know you guys are out doing it. So that's a confirmation. On my social media, if I said, hey, I've been out doing this, and then go, oh, really? You know what I mean? Because like a lot of people, my friend sent me some stuff when I told him I was doing this interview. He sent me some stuff where they were saying, hey, where's the guy who did this song? Tell me, so you like what you see? And one guy says, I don't know, man, but I'll be jamming it on Grand Theft Auto. It's the shit. They talking like that. And then one guy said, I heard he had some issues with substance abuse in women. And he was cracking up and I was cracking up and I was thinking to myself like, oh, wow. Because see, if people don't hear from you, they just start forming their own opinions and they start just creating stuff. So I said, okay. Yeah. When I saw it, it was funny, but I said, wow. How many other people said, wow, is that what happened? And just went, well, okay. And another one bites the dust because it happens in this business, right? So they have no idea the time I spent in the gym and trying to take care of myself. Didn't nobody say, I heard he was working out, man. They said, I heard he was substance abuse and chasing women.
Yeah.
Nobody said, no, he's been married. He's a husband and a father. No. But that's what made me go, okay, social media. I see I'm going to have to, every now and then just chime in and talk a little bit, and share. And they call it sharing now. I'm going to have to share a little bit.
Yeah.
So people will know, that I'm out doing stuff and I'm alive and well and I'm not on substance abuse.
Yeah. No, I mean, Stevie, I know you've kind of said the music. Was there any just final things to talk to Samuelle about the music?
No, I'd just like to say that I just feel, and I think we all feel lucky that we come from a time period in the late 80s, early 90s, right up to say the mid 90s, where every week there was something amazing coming out. Yeah. I'm just glad I lived through that period. And it's just great to be able to talk to artists like yourself. We wouldn't have got that opportunity back then. There was so much going on.
Yeah.
It's just great, like you say, to get your story. And it's just great that I'm lucky that I've come through that period to hear that music. I still appreciate it, 30, 40 years on, Well,
I appreciate you guys, man.
Sir.
Hey, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. If you love what you watched, there's over 100 artists that we've interviewed. So please check out the videos. Remember to like, share, and unsubscribe. But better still, become a member of Halftime Chat and get exclusive videos ahead of time. But thanks for watching. Take care.